So there was this man by the name of Muhammad. He was born in 571 AD. He was born in Mecca. Early in the 600s, Muhammad began to follow the ways of Arab seers, seeking spiritual enlightenment, and resorted to a cave near Mecca. Soon he claimed he experienced a visitation from the archangel Gabriel. And what happened is he went to tell people, he said, listen, I am a prophet to the Arab people. I am a descendant of Ishmael, and God now wants to use me to straighten out the mess that the Jews and the Christians made. And the people tell him, well, go to the Jews and see if they approve you. So he travels to Medina and he presents himself. Hey, I am a prophet of your God. I'm a prophet of, will you approve me as a prophet? And the Jewish people said, no, you're not legit. Galatians 4:23 says, however, the son by the servant was born according to the flesh, but the son of the free woman was born of the promise. So what we see is Muhammad, even though he claimed to be a prophet, he began to deceive people and began to turn on the Jewish people and the Christians so that he could have power and he could rule. Paul writes to the Galatians about this story in verse 24. He says, these things contain an allegory, for these are two covenants. One is from Mount Sinai, bearing children to the bondage, which is Hagar. And verse 25 says, for this Hagar in Mount Sinai in Arabia. So we see he's pointing to two different sons. One is Isaac, which represents Jerusalem, and the other is to Hagar, which represents Mount Sinai. Now, I'm going to show you a picture real quick of Mount Sinai. See her hair, her face, her nose, her lips. Here's the rest of her body on Mount Sinai. So when Paul gives the allegory that this is Mount Sinai, is Hagar, they actually saw it. Paul is referring to as there is a son of bondage and then there is a son of freedom. Verse 16 of James says, for where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder in every evil practice. How many know what happens in the heart of Ishmael was envy? Why is God blessing him and not me? Because God said so. Why is he the chosen one and not me? Because God said so. How many know in life you'll realize that you need to accept what God has given you, your level of anointing, your position, your place in life, and you can't be envious of those who God has chosen for greater things. We have to accept that. God has chosen a people, descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Learn to accept that, and you will be blessed. Genesis 12, chapter 3 says, I will bless them who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. I want the blessing. You want the blessing? And what has happened is that this whole group of people has rejected God's purpose and plan and instead accepted the lie